Hello and welcome back. It's me again, and today, since I've been on somewhat of a computer science kick recently, we're talking about search engines. And for today, we have none other than the Keeper. That was one of the best yet. Oh, neat. Okay. So we are the Keeper. This should be easier than playing the Lost, but it's hard to say by how much. It is a shame I couldn't use that penny for money. Oh, and I got a replacement. And another. Okay. Weird. I didn't get a third. Or a fourth. Okay. That makes more sense. I will save that for later. Maybe I should have looked at that first, in fact. Oh, I will be taking this. Neat. Okay. Good start, good start. Also, I saw the guy in the corner there. And now I can take it. Health. Sorry, it was health. Now it's just blue flies. Let me, as per usual, just get my bearings here, and then we'll start in on the actual topic. Only 2 more characters with which to play Greed Mode, which is great. I'm a big fan. And we'll just get going. Nice and easy. Wow. Okay. No, I want to save my blue flies. Can I kill them in one? I can. That's good. That's good. That's big. Yes, so today we're talking about search engines. Like I said, I've been on somewhat of a computer science kick with learning new things, more fundamental new things recently. Like, cybersecurity a few episodes ago. Well, actually, was that a few episodes ago? It was a few days ago for me, because I have spent part of my backlog. I hope you don't mind. I spent it all in one place. But today is search engines. I actually studied a little bit about search engines in school, which is neat. And we're going to talk about some of the underlying algorithms. Well, let me say this another way. I studied search engine algorithms with, like, page ranking stuff. Kind of. Yeah, that's mostly what it was. Studied that in school, not the whole entirety of what goes into search engines, so I was curious and decided to look it up. That's all. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Fundamentally, search engines, whether it's Google or anything else, because Google absolutely dominates the market, of course. Whether it's Google or anything else, they all fundamentally operate very similarly, and I will just go straight into the boss, that way I won't spend any of this money on the floor. I want to save it up as much as possible in case I need it, as emergency health. Ooh, gross. Okay, some of this money may end up flying into me. And I will get started with the topic probably after this fight. Yay, that's one. I should just focus on diagonal shots, shouldn't I? Oh well. And you. There we are. And you. Oh. Pin? Yeah, pin. There we go. Ow. Nice and easy. Isn't it? Now it's easy. And thankfully I am the Keeper, which means I made extra money. Also, considering the changes they made to Ultra Greedier, the fight itself, where he will his coins, his bomb coins especially, are much, well, they never were likely before, but they now spawn quite a few coins throughout the fight. I suppose it's a low chance per coin to spawn money, but this should mean that playing as the Keeper is rather easy now. Now, I will save this charge until next floor. I just wanted to see what was in here. And now we feast. Oh, so much money. And not much to spend it on. Yay! Yay! Okay, I realize now that I am missing a penny for a key. So you know what I said about saving that for next floor? Well, I didn't mean it. This is interesting. Okay, I think I mistakenly said last time I came across this item that it gave me a damage up. It gives me range as the secondary stat, I forgot. But no matter, I may still enter the cursed room all the same. Because I am the keeper. I feed on coins. Let's see what's over here. Aha! I may enter freely. Sort of. Spiders! Yay, anyway. Oh, that's just a full heal. Wow, okay. So there are, let's see here, 4 fundamental parts of search engines altogether. And I'm gonna need to remember to use my active item as much as possible. 4 parts. Number 1 is crawling, also called discovery. The very first thing a search engine does has nothing to do with your inputs. Before any user inputs are gathered, the search engine itself first looks at all pages that it can access on the internet, basically, well, all public pages, I guess you could say. Sort of. Even then, there are caveats. Oh, hold on. Nice. Man, this game mode is easy. Ow. There goes my hubris, I guess. And we jump straight in because money. Hey, do not. No head. No head here. No head. Oh, and the familiars just died. Cool. Are these guys actually spawned by the boss, or are they just random? Well, they're dead now. I hope that answers my question. I see you. Oh, I see you. They are random. Maybe. Unless the fight always acts like that. I don't know. Get back. Okay. And... a boop. And I spend that one too, because I have one more room ahead of me. Ow! He spat at me! Well, there goes my spending plan. My not spending plan, I should say. That's okay, I'll get another one from the angel room. I guess so. Does that even work for me as the keeper? I have no idea. Huh, we'll see. Hopefully it does. Does that count for any transformations? I'm not sure about that either. Why is this guy so wiggly and slippery? There we are. And check, and coin. There we are. Okay, and now I grab everything. So again, number 1 is crawling or discovery. This is the process of discovering new and updated web pages. Web crawlers, called spiders, start from a seed list of URLs. They fetch the HTML content, extract any links to other websites, and recursively call those links. That is fundamentally how it goes. Crawlers can use heuristics and a variety of rules, such as crawl delay, sitemaps, or others, to decide which pages to crawl, how often to re-crawl, and how deep to follow the links, such as the by analyzing the trade-off between breadth and width, or depth, breadth and depth of the search. And I am feeling like one of you. Like a caffeine pill. Nice. I got lucky. That's a fly item, which is better than nothing. Ah. Yeah, we'll just go. Typically, this crawling is... Well, hold on. Oh, yeah, okay, hold on. One last thing about crawling itself before we talk about indexing is that these spiders, the crawlers, typically use a URL frontier, which is a priority queue for efficient and polite traversal. Interesting. I'm not entirely... I can sort of see what would make it polite, I suppose. Not going too in-depth on any one web page could be called polite in a manner of speaking. Anyway, that is step 1. There are still 3 more to go. Second step is indexing, which is storage and pre-processing of the data. I may as well. Ace of Clubs could be very good. Wait, no, it can't. Never mind. The Fool is nice. High Priestess, Death, the Stars. Ah. I will use the stars here, I suppose. Neat. Sad bombs. The bombs that make you sad. And let's see. I have no need of the Fool. I could use Ace of Clubs in here. The High Priestess is okay. Death is good. Death is a friend. Sort of. It's also bad. It's like a bad friend. It's a toxic friend. And then... Yay! 2 bombs! I'll pick you back up just because I don't like clutter. Actually, maybe I should have turned that into a bomb. Oh well. Almost picked up my health. Let's see. Depths. Womb. Dark. Or, I keep saying dark. It's Sheol. Let's see. Anyway, step 2, indexing. So after these spiders have crawled, the data that they have gathered is indexed. It is stored. It is pre-processed. Once crawled, documents are parsed, normalized, and stored in a way that allows fast retrieval. Oh. Yeah, I need that. Maybe I should just let them build up and then use death. I don't know. I'll wait until a particularly nasty room. Actually, better yet, let's use this on one of the bosses and then save the death card for the womb floors, because that is typically what ends runs. At least in my experience. There we are. And another wave of these guys. It's very neat, very cool game. Thank you. I don't mind you so much, I guess. Okay, that's both of them down. You are kind of a weenie, to be honest. Yeah, he's gone. Weenie Hut Jr.? I already beat you, so I have no problems with this, although it may get a little messy. Okay, I don't approve of that. Let's just... Okay, that was a good use. A decent use. Where's Death? There you are. Oh! Well, Death could be good here, I suppose. Push him, bully him. Never let him rest. Nice. Yay. Yay. I don't know which of these to take. I suppose the Halo. Yeah, Halo was the right choice. And use that here because this is probably an enemy room, and it is not, and I am a fool. I have been made a fool of, but I got rid of the fool card. Anyway, let's see. Pre-processing. So the documents are parsed, normalized, and stored in a way that allows fast retrieval. I read that already, of course. Core steps include text extraction, so the removal of boilerplate code, and extracting the main content. This would allow it to be slowly rechargeable. But that's okay, I don't need it. I don't care for those. I don't really care for any of those. Actually, I could take... Nah, it's not worth it. Next is tokenization. That is, it splits the document, the web page, into words or tokens and handles language-specific issues at this stage, such as English versus French versus Chinese, I guess. I mean, I like the mushroom. Oh, well, I no longer have a choice. Big whoop. And then comes normalization. Lowercasing, stemming, or lemmatization, and stop word removal. So this is all still internal, by the way. Everything that I have mentioned is still internal to the search engine. This is not something you see as an end user. It is storing these documents in an efficient way so that it can do some pretty cool calculations with it later. And check in here. That's super cool. You're pretty neat. You are not pretty neat. Yay! I'll just use you now, why not? And then let's see if I can't get something else good here. I'll take you too. I don't particularly care. I guess that's good. Yeah, and that's it. That'll do. That's pretty good fire rate. So it's removing a bunch of unneeded text, basically, from these web pages when it is storing them internally for the use, for the sole use, mind you, of later ranking web pages. That's the purpose here. It's doing it, it's pre-processing these web pages after having crawled through them so that when you, the end user, give it a few search words as a query, it can figure out which documents you should receive as results later. This is, one more time, I feel it is important to repeat this point. This is all back-end stuff still. And I am not a fan of these remaining enemies, but we're good. Now. Woo! Ow. Neat, I didn't have to use death. I'll just save that for next floor. Or who knows, maybe ultra greedier. Let's see, and then we have inverted index construction. For each term, store a list of documents and metadata such as frequency and position. Oh, don't like this. Where is he? Where? Okay. This guy is a little, challenged? Yeah. He's doing good now, though. He got over it. I'm making this weirder. I'm gonna stop talking about it. And there we are, and lastly, we do this. Hello, the bloat. Are there two of you? It sure sounds like there are. I didn't want to pick that up yet. Neat. One down, one almost down. You are not who I wanted. Yeah, you aren't very good either. Take that, Satan. I don't like how my reticle is blending in with the floor. There wasn't anything else to buy here, was there? Nothing that tickled my fancy? No. Let's see. So this inverted index is heavily optimized then using compression, such as gap encoding and variable byte codes. It's possibly, or almost certainly, partitioned and or shared across multiple machines, because, I mean, we're talking about a massive portion of the internet here, even if it only amounts to a few % of the total surface level internet. And then it may also include tiered storage, such as hot versus cold indexes. All of that was step number 2. We're still pre-processing. Right. Sure, I'll use bombs to get more bombs. And let's see, I don't really care about any of those, which is cool. This could be interesting, I'll take it. I got that one already. Neat. Neato. I will re-roll. That's a fly item. I had one fly item earlier. It's not a good fly item, mind you. Actually, I'll take safety pin, because half off. Oh, that wasn't worth it. I wanted to check. It wasn't worth it. That is very nice, that little red circle, glowing circle. Oh, how thoughtful. I'll take it. Why not? I'll hope for a third fly item. None of you are. That's neat but useless. That is okay, but not preferred. That would have me generating flies, I suppose. Interesting. Anyway, step 3 out of 4 of search engines is query processing and ranking, also called retrieval. Now, a user issues a query. You type something into the search bar and hit enter. The engine must retrieve and rank relevant documents quickly. This is step 3. Oh, hey, ghost baby. Ow. Hold on. There we are. Do not like. Neat. I'm killing so fast, I don't need to worry. I was a little worried there, though, that there would be more laser flies, whatever they're called. Lies, if you will. Ooh. My range is also good enough that I can just... Whoa, buddy. That I can just camp in the corner. Very nice. Ooh. Is that... Little Horn? Yeah, it sure is. What do you... Okay. Basic boss, but with several of the turret guys, and that's it? Weird. Again? Oh. You have a friend. A dead friend. Who is red and requires redemption. And you. I don't care for this. It is nice that all the coins are, you know, flocking to him, because then they're away from me and I don't accidentally pick them up. Oh right, 71.9%. Nice. Eden Soul... Ooh, I don't have enough charges for that, actually. Oh, that's a shame. That is a real shame. Alright, time to start building my wealth back up. So again, step number 3 is query processing. The retrieval goes something like this. You parse the query, you apply the same tokenization and normalization tools that you did to the documents. Nice. Nice. And that'll do. Lump of coal is great for how much range I have. You then look up the inverted index to get candidate documents, and then you rank them. Step 2, sub-step 2, excuse me. And, can I find any fly items? I don't suppose. It is a little hard to see. That is neat, and that is all that is. And I am out of funds. I will blow you up for fun, though. Ah! Cool. I'll go to the cursed room later, because I am scared. Anyway, the ranking of the candidate documents then happens, and it... Oh, what? Uh-oh. I haven't gotten any bonus money yet. No! I ate my bonus money. Whoa. I'll just stay here, I guess. I don't know. Whoa, 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 whoa! And I'm fine. It's that easy. For the ranking itself, search engines use a scoring function that estimates relevance. Historically speaking, this has been TF-IDF, BM25, or vector space models. Historically. Which means these aren't really what's currently used, although I'll get to that in a second. And yes, I did actually read the topics, read through some of these beforehand and familiarize themselves, so I'm not all doing this blind. Oh, neat. If only I had more money. Whoa, hold on, hold please. Oh, there we are. Easy room, easy bosses. And final time. Ah, yes, the classic. I see exactly where you are because you're magnetized, idiot. And come on, come on. Very nice. That would ruin my run. I am sorry. Wonderful item and all, but no. 2 different chests now. Oh. 2 different locked chests. Do I have enough money? Yeah, I do. I mean, it's better to just re-roll and spend, you know? Okay, that's great. Can I get a fly item? Ooh, I have 1 syringe, and that's it. Unfortunate. I don't want to take that. There we are. Let's see, with more speed... No, I am literally capped. I'm literally at max speed. I suppose I'll take none of these. I don't know. I'll take 1 key and just check. Ah! Neat. Anyway, TF-IDF is term frequency inverse document frequency. It's a pretty fascinating algorithm. This is what I studied in college, in part. Basically, you rank, you give a score for each word based on how valuable that word is relative to the set of documents. In other words, words that are less frequently used are considered more valuable for identifying which document they came from. It's maybe a strange way to put it, but it works. That is what goes on. I'm hopefully gonna get so much money from this fight. Sure, I'll spend another bomb. Alright, here we go. Here goes nothing. BM25 is a direct upgrade to the TF-IDF algorithm. Whoa, that one went right over my head, didn't it? I believe BM stands for Best Match 25, not anything else. Whoop. There better not be money. There's money. It's mine. It might be wise to save it, but, you know, whatever. I'm greedy. This is greedier mode. What did you expect? Or other models, like vector space models that... Let's see. I mentioned vector space models a bit ago, that they could be used to help rank the documents, basically using dot product or cosine similarity. That's very technical. It would be difficult to explain that without giving more direct examples. But basically, you treat your column of words, your query, your tokens like a vector, and you either use the dot product or cosine similarity with documents to see which documents most closely align with your query vector, basically. And maybe that made no sense at all to you. I'm speaking math. I'm sorry, it's a second language. Modern search algorithms, keep in mind I've mentioned that these were historic algorithms. Modern search algorithms start with something like BM25, but then combine it with a variety of other signals, such as link-based authority. That is, they have a predefined page rank, like if a company really wants to be up top, they'll pay Google extra. Or maybe there are political reasons that one website might show up earlier than another in a search, higher up in the ranking. Oh, no! That's my money! Wait, give it. Oh. Let's see. Or it can focus on a number of other signals that are more common to today's data-focused world, such as click-through rates, bounce rates, freshness, or user behavior. It combines all of these together. Rib of greed, eye of greed. Neat. Whoop, I passed it. How many can I put in? Is it gonna be like 37 again? And that's it, because I hit the 1% and then got the 1%? No, I got all of them today. Nice. Let's see, models used as well. More modern models include gradient boosted trees such as Lambda Mart, and increasingly used are neural rankers, so BERT-like architectures, excuse me. And the final and quickest of these steps is serving. So behind the scenes, queries, your search is distributed to multiple index shards, results are merged and then possibly re-ranked, and then cache layers may be used to reduce the load. such as query result caches, doc snippets, etc. So in other words, common searches may be stored in like a Google server somewhere. That way, if you search something that is a common search or is very close to a common search, you get a lot of common search results. It's a lot faster on their end to just save common search results and spit them back out rather than completely redoing the whole search. And there's critical emphasis on latency, fault tolerance, and scalability here. Fault tolerance being like, what if the service is interrupted or goes out or something, or your internet connection most likely. It's unlikely that Google itself ever dies. Google will live forever. I want to make that clear. Optionally, search engines may use snippet generation, such as extracting query-relevant portions for display. So, like when you Google something and it has like a little paragraph underneath. I am using Google as the only example, but it does take up nearly 70% of the market share, so, you know. And also, Google or other search engines may use spelling correction, query expansion, autocomplete, or more to help your search and your search results. And that will do it for today. That is fundamentally how search engines work. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. And I hope to see you again tomorrow for the final day of Greedier mode. For now, take care.